2 years to the North LRT extension. This alignment was approved in September, and it from Churchill connects Gretton Canyon, Royal Alexander Hospital, Kingsway Garden Mall, and Mead. And the previous recommendation, or the approved plan, had it stopping short of Princess Elizabeth Avenue with a temporary station. Council directed us to investigate what are the options that we have to extend this line in consideration of serving it better, and also the partial closure of the City Center Airport. So looking at that northern area around Princess Elizabeth Avenue, we came up with a strategy that really looks at how do we get that LRT alignment west of 106th Street and north of Princess Elizabeth Avenue. And the slide that's up now just shows one of the ways that we can do it, and I think this is a way that minimizes the impact to the Kingsway Garden Mall, Avenir Curling Club, and integrates well with the Mead campus. This is by no means the final picture, but this is, I think, a good start to getting to that extension into the Mead line and across Princess Elizabeth Avenue. The cost of this extension primarily related to the increase in length of the line is approximately $20 million, and it will follow the same process that we're proposing for the southeast and west in terms of the concept engineering, preliminary engineering, and detailed engineering. This will fit with the current schedule for the Mead alignment, so if approved today or Friday, it will fit within the schedule that we have planned for the Mead extension. That concludes our presentation. I thank Council for allowing us to speak today and present some of these initiatives.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Just to let people know what the process is, again, those that might have come later, you get 5 minutes, and then you stay there for questions that councillors might or might not ask. If they don't ask any questions, you're finished. We have a fair number of speakers, and so you can guess along the way as to what time you might speak. And it's now 2:30, and we break at 3:30 for 15 or 20 minutes. We break it up at 5:30 till 7. We go to 9:30. So you can kind of try to get yourself into a perspective of when I called your name as to what time you might be speaking. So if I called you last, my guess is you're not going to speak before supper. So unless you want to hear everybody, and make sure you have enough money in the meter downstairs, or whatever you've done to make sure you don't get a ticket. That's important, okay? We don't want you getting tickets either, so. Okay, our first speaker is, she's lucky, she's going to come in quick and then get out quick. Irene Blaine, and then on deck is Nancy McDonald, and then after that's David Smith. Okay, first is Irene Blaine. If we could, if the couple of chairs down in front, who are these people? Are you city people, or? Are you city or not? Okay. Well, yeah, if we can kind of get the people that come down to, so if Nancy McDonald, David Smith, and Ray Jacobson will come down and sit in this area here, so we're moving things around fairly quickly. Okay, welcome. Let's have the time, please, Madam Clerk.
Okay. You should have my speech as a handout. Good afternoon. I'm a long-term homeowner in West Jasper Place and handle planning issues for our community league. I've been a volunteer on different committees for the Jasper Place revitalization since its inception 3 years ago. Currently, I chair the JP Revitalization Building Committee. I only speak for myself and not other committee members. The LRT will impact West Jasper Place more than any other community, since the LRT will run on both the west and north boundaries. That being said, I fully support the LRT running down 156th Street and onto Stony Plain Road. I believe Mayor Mandel is correct in stating that the LRT will help to increase property values and redevelop Stony Plain Road. We know new streetscaping does not entice redevelopment there. In the early 1980s, the Jasper Gates Foundation tried to convince our community league that the grant they received for new streetscaping would bring in community-friendly businesses. We were skeptical, and since that time, Stony Plain Road has deteriorated fourfold. The 6-block retail area between 156th and 150th, where the LRT will run, now has 8 pawn shops within a 3-block radius, 2 massage parlors within 3 blocks, and 3 pawn shops within 5 blocks. Our safety committee was told by the beat patrol officers earlier this year that one business is affiliated with a notorious criminal organization, which our community believes has created serious problems in the neighborhood with drug dealing, etc. Bannister Research told our steering committee that according to their survey, the majority of customers frequenting these businesses were not from this area, and that a large percentage of residents living here want community-friendly businesses. City Council must look at the big picture and consider these important facts. One of the main goals of the Jasper Place revitalization is to redevelop Stony Plain Road, and our committee is developing a new ARP with the Planning Department for the Stony Plain Road area. Stony Plain Road has the greatest potential for redevelopment since the immediate surrounding area is already densely developed with apartments. Our new ARP, which should be finalized next spring, encourages redevelopment of 4 to 6-story buildings on Stony Plain Road with retail on the ground level and housing above. We want the area between 158th and 149th Street to be pedestrian-friendly with wide sidewalks to accommodate outdoor cafes. Although we haven't finalized this requirement, we are talking about stipulating that all redevelopment in this ARP be LEED green. Some of us are wanting all medium to large-scale development be LEED silver to implement a better building standard. The Canada Green Building Council has told us no other community has done this. We will be the first, and we could be a showcase for the city. I believe this area is ideally suited for green development since we're connected to the beautiful McKinnon Ravine. Also, an integral component of green development is public transportation. I have 3 requests pertaining to this LRT route. First of all, please do not delay your decision. It is unfair to keep our committee in limbo regarding our work on the new ARP. Secondly, since City Council deemed that our area is in need of revitalization, and if Stony Plain Road is chosen for LRT, when you do receive money from the government, please apply those funds to this route first. Thirdly, and most important of all, if you choose Stony Plain Road for the West LRT, please ensure that a rep from Transportation is immediately assigned to work with our committee. Some of the volunteers have been working 3 years on the JP revitalization and have spent numerous hours meeting with consultants, designers, city planning, and public hearings to develop this ARP. It is critical that Transportation works with us since the location of some of the LRT stations may have to change to implement our vision. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No questions right now. This is a lot of just information for council as well, too, so thank you very much. Much appreciated. Our next speaker is Nancy McDonald. Welcome, Ms. McDonald.
Good afternoon, and thank you for this opportunity to appear before you today. My name is Nancy McDonald, and I'm the Civics Representative for the Linwood Community League. Linwood is kitty corner to the site of the proposed Meadowlark Station on the potential West End alignment before us today. I've been actively involved in the West LRT issue on behalf of Linwood for some time now. Together with other communities, Linwood hosted a number of town halls last spring. We began a website to help inform people about the issues surrounding West LRT and have continued a regular email update to a couple hundred Edmontonians as LRT developments have occurred. Having been a vocal critic of the 87th Avenue alignment process, I would like to publicly acknowledge and commend both City Council and administration's efforts to change several elements of the current decision-making process. First, a much more inclusive and effective process has been held over the last year, which included well-advertised online consultations, several town halls, stakeholder meetings, and extensive reporting back of results. I was particularly impressed to see that of the several hundred people who attended the West LRT workshops in June of this year, 61% of them reported that they came as a direct result of being mailed out invitations by the city to participate in the process. Second, we also have had a much greater level of detail with this recommendation than with the simple line on a map that the 87th Avenue proposal was, including which side of the street the train might run on with this route, where the stops might be, and what the individual property impacts might be. Third City Council has now formalized the LRT evaluation criteria process and approved the LRT network plan, whose guiding principles have directly led to the recommendations administration has made on the West LRT alignment.